What's up, guys and gals? It's Mizuna. Welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Factorio. This is episode 2. Episode 2 in our Let's Play. We're playing Factorio on the channel. We're also streaming this right now live, twitch.tv/Mizuna Games. Feel free to click that link in the description down below if you want to come hang out with me while I'm doing all this stuff live on camera in front of you. Alright? Cool. Glad we got it out of the way. So, today... what are we going to be doing today? Today, let's get walls researched really quick. It really will be very quick. Today, I think we need to get some turrets set up because the biters are going to be dangerous. So, let's look and see if I could remember how to play the... there we go. Let's look and see what we need for turrets. We need a bunch of iron and a bunch of copper. Iron plate, copper plate, iron gear wheels. Can you be made in here? No. I need assembly machine 2s for those. So, let's look at what we need for automation 2. We need electronics. Research that. Won't take very long. And we want to automate gun turrets because that's very, very important. But, while we're doing that, we can also automate the construction of magazines. Very easy, just 4 iron plate in, and you get a firearm magazine out, and that'll be helpful for our, for when we have all the gun turrets, we'll already have ammunition being made. And then we can convert that into piercing ammunition later on. And I mean, eventually, of course, we'll have laser turrets, things like that, so no need to worry. We're basically going to clear cut this little forest here over time. Like, just at least one strip of it, like from here on. But that's alright. Alright, let's lay out some stuff here. Let's grab ourselves... what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. I need iron. I know where to find some. I want one of these. I think we only need one, right? I don't think we need more than one. Making ammunition should be plenty. Alright, and then we want this to go right here so that we can then split this here. What is that? Is the music a good volume for you guys? Let me know. I turned it down a little bit just in case. Alright, we want this to go here. Inserter in, out, chest. We'll grab a wooden chest, we might as well. Making firearms. Oh, when I talk about the music, I'm talking to Twitch chat, by the way. I always forget that I'm recording right now. No big deal. So there you go. Easy peasy. You see, this is just a good example of how we can add things to this line very easily. And that'll give us some firearm magazines over time. And I think I'm going to replace that with a fast inserter, because as you can see, we're being limited by how quickly this thing gets iron plate right now, not how quickly it can make the magazines. There we go. That's better. So now this will just build up over time. Beautiful. So now I'm going to get ourselves Automation 2 researched, and then set up the production line for gun turrets off camera, like we did with science last time. And I'll be right back with you, YouTube. Done. Gun turret production underway. I also expanded this to 2 assembly machines instead of just the 1 for ammunition. Basically, our limiting factor now is just how fast we're pulling iron from the line. I can speak, I promise, but that's fine. This guy, as you can see, very simple system. We split iron here. Iron goes in to this assembly machine. It makes gear wheels. Inserters always place on the far side of a line, so this places gear wheels here. They get taken immediately and put into this assembly machine, making our turrets. This also takes copper from our main line over here, and iron from this same line as the gear wheels here, and it makes us turrets. Very cool. It looks like we are running low on power, so let's go deal with that problem. I'm going to grab a bunch of copper and iron here. We just need another boiler and another couple steam engines to make this a thing. And then we might have to expand our coal production. Anyway, so that is turrets automated, and then I'm going to set some of those up around the base, and then we're going to look at getting into... let's see, what do we want? I guess green science is our next thing, huh? So let's automate green science today. And it's done. Green science. I was going to construct it all on camera for you guys, but it ended up being a really long, rambling clip, to be honest. Mostly because this is kind of a mess. This isn't the cleanest build I've ever done. But I think I've got that starter base mentality going on, where I can just lay things out in crazy ways and not worry about it, because in the end I'm going to be tearing some of this down anyway. So, whatever. We'll go with it. So, as you can see, where should I start? Let's start at the end of the line and work our way back. Green Science, Science Pack 2, right, requires transport belts and inserters, okay? So, transport belts, easy, we've done that before. This takes iron plate from this line, makes gear wheels, places both those gear wheels and that iron plate onto this line here, and then this makes transport belts with that and places it on the left side, how we're looking at it, it's the left side, of this belt here, and then gets split to both of these lines so that our green science assembling machines get transport belt. There you go. Easy. Inserters. Inserters require electronic circuits, iron gear wheels, iron plates. We already are making iron gear wheels over here, so they just get shipped with the iron plates on this line over here. It's a little bit complicated, as you can see. This underground belt goes to here. Then they get taken from this line, put in here. Electronic circuits require iron plates and copper cable. So it takes iron off of the main line again. Copper goes into this assembling machine, making copper cable, gets direct inserted into this, and then that gives green circuits to our assembly machine to here, making inserters, which then get placed on the bottom side of this line and split to both sides of this line so that these have inserters and transport belts. Perfect. So that's our green science, right? It's looking pretty good. It's a little bit of spaghetti going on there. I usually am neater about things, but it's looking okay. So, now our problem is we don't have ore getting to our smelting line, right? And that's why we're running low on things. So, it's time to expand our ore production. Very easy to do. Just like this. And that'll probably require... Oh no. We're out of belts. That's fine. We've got those being made. So let's go up here and grab a couple stacks. And down. And up. Perfect. And then we just need to... do this. And do this. And this. Oh, and those aren't connected anymore. That's right, so we can just do this. And that's a little bit of a mess also, but there we go. Let's look at our electricity demand. Looks like we're still keeping up, so that's perfect. Looks like somebody's singing the ABCs in my Twitch chat. Not sure what that's about, but alright. Alright, so there we go. Ore production is doubled now. So that should mean it should get to more smelters, more iron plate should be produced, and it should go farther down the line. These are plate hungry, but we're almost done with those anyway, so it's not a big deal. Putting this here is smart, actually, because it means that if it came down to it, we would always have turrets and bullets rather than Science Pack 2s. So, I'm not too sad about that. Speaking of which, let's put another turret up here. There we go. Now all this is protected. Okay. So, let's see. How's iron? Iron's starting to flow in faster now. Looks like we could even increase our ore production even a little bit more, because it's not quite getting all the way to the end of this line. I think it's like 14, so that makes sense. If we just build 2 more of these, then we can fix that. But I'll do that off camera. So, next things next, for you folks on YouTube, we're going to be working towards... I don't really know. I guess the next step would be... oil? Already? That seems a little bit fast, but I guess that is the next step in the process, isn't it? How interesting. How very interesting. Okay, well, yeah, I'll cut here, and we'll come back when I have a game plan. Okay, so I decided the next logical step for the progression of the factory was to get steel underway. So I researched electric energy distribution 1, so that I could get these medium power poles, and then I set up this big old smelting array for steel. Basically, it's fed by its own 14 miners onto a belt, so that fills a half belt of iron ore, and then these can handle that much ore at a time and send it into these second layer, and they take coal, thus the long-handed inserters, and iron to make steel. And so now we've got a line of steel coming out this way, and it can join our bus right here. So now if we need steel for stuff, we've got it. Pretty cool. We also expanded our laboratories. We've got 10 of them now. I must have hit Alt at one point. So we've got 10 of them now, so that we're moving much faster. And yeah, that is what I decided was the next. That was the next step for our factory. Makes sense. So, what is the next step? The next step, I think, is probably... we probably need to get... There is snow on the ground from last night. Wow! Apparently, there's still snow for some of my Twitch people. That's pretty crazy. All right. Yeah, so that's this. I think that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I think that's going to do it for this episode of Factorio. We got a lot done, actually. Like, it was pretty fast, but we got a lot done. Basically, we got our green science hooked up. We got laboratories expanded. We've got a backlog of turrets and bullets. We've got a backlog of inserters up here. We've got a backlog of belts here. That's from the first episode. And we put in an entire steel smelting array. So, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more Factorio action on the channel. There'll be more whether you want it or not. If you want to view this content live in front of your eyeballs and hang out with some awesome people in the Twitch chat, feel free to follow that link in the description down below to the Twitch channel and leave a follow down there. I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you there Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Guys, thank you very much. I hope I see you next time. As always, this is Mizuna, signing off.